Alright, yo, what up? This is Jarl Shook Up. Just gonna show you guys a little build video that this build, I'm gonna call it the Hulk build or something, because once you go green, you end up destroying people. Like this build is probably one of my favorite builds, if not, gotta be one of the strongest builds I've ever played. You guys will see that later today. The Dizzy Tooltip swing is like almost 20k. It's actually ridiculous. I think when you stack everything, it's like 18k. It's pretty. I gotta say, I don't know why I didn't do this before, but it's actually, I'm shocked. Like, I don't know why I didn't play this before on this, and now that I am about to play this, I'm super excited. So we'll get into the stats. Let me get the thing. So for the back bar, I got 32 resistance, 32, 21 crit. The recovery seemed low, but you could also fix that with Smoke Bear Haunch. The thing is, I've been playing Warden for so long that necessarily I don't really need that much recovery. I can play on low recovery, but you know, Smoke Bear Haunch will help that. I mean, a lot. And your Dizzy Tooltip's still going to be like 17.5. Like that, it's insane how hard you hit. Your Dawnbreaker's literally almost 30k. It's stupid, right? Now I use Northern Storm, and I would recommend using Northern Storm because it's crazy strong. But like, if you use Dawnbreaker, it's going to be actually pretty crazy. So let's go into the front bar stat sheet. Oh, let's get this. Like I said, this thing is ridiculous. So for the front bar, you got 5,700, 24%, 9K, 28, 27. Like I said, recoveries look low, but you got a couple of things that are going to help. Realistically, even though it says 842, it's more like 1,400 and like 1,300. Then you take a potion, you're sitting around 1,700 recovery. So it's really not that low. I know people like to get over 2,000 after everything's proc, but to be honest, this thing gets real. It hits so hard. I don't think you're going to really need that much recovery. You're going to just be dropping fulls. So let's get into, I'm 43 health, 21 stamina. I'm running the lady. Don't be an ESO plus membership. I'm just kidding. You can do whatever you want. Like I said, you can use Smoke Bear Haunch, but like I said, this build is actually insane. Let's get into the skills. So we got let's see, we got Bird of Prey, Lotus Blossom, Dizzy Swing, 13,100 without anything procced, and it gets only higher because of the sets I'm running. I mean, it literally gets to about 18k. I think I seen it at 18.2. Then you got Reverse Slice, Deep Fissure, Polar Wind, and like I said, this right here, like, I don't know if I could, man, I would have to show you guys, but the ridiculous thing is, like, this gets up to like 26,000 Dawnbreaker. It's, or the bottom number, so it's 21k. It gets up to literally 27,000. It's actually crazy. It's almost 30k. And then your regular Dawnbreaker is like 24, 25. It's pretty insane. Now, I still like Northern Storm because this thing ends up hitting extremely fucking hard. Like, people drop in front of you. Then I got Vigor. You know, now we're running, decently high weapon damage because after everything's proc, you're looking at like 6,000 weapon damage. So, you know, it gets up there, you know. You could have Vigor that's like 24k. Polar Wind, we got good health, so, you know, this thing's always going to heal you. This really helps with your magical recovery. Ice Fortress is good. Now, this, I've been actually looking at a couple different things. Healing Soul. But this one right here, I can change the Grant's Major Resolve because I already have that. But there's another one. Banner. Banner is actually crazy, but the resistance, I mean, the sustain is really hard with that. So I've been practicing some stuff, but where is it? I believe it's this right here. Dude, this thing right here is actually, like, if you're fighting someone in this, it's almost like you're home. Like, you throw this on the ground, you're going to heal. I mean, this is actually a slept on skill right now, in my opinion. you could run this because enemies who enter the field get major dial, reducing their healing, receive damage, strength. I mean, this actually is a pretty strong skill. But you could also, this is, and the price difference, 23, 26. See what I'm saying? So you could really catch some people off guard with this thing real fast. I actually really like that. And then spell wall. Like I said, this build is it hits extremely hard, and we'll show you why right now. So with the sets, well, first, obviously, slaughtable consumables will be with sugar skulls, and I always want tripods. You can get detect bots, but yes, it is Oak Fathers. Oak Fathers on the front, combined with the next set I'm going to tell you on Warden. I don't know why I didn't use this. I have no idea, but this build works. This is an amazing build. I love this build. Essence Thief on the back. Now, you could even go Essence Thief with the 5-piece and have more damage in the front, but I use Trainee instead. But you can go that route. So you got Essence on the back. So you got pretty much what it goes. Oak Fathers, right? Essence. Then you got Balorgs, which is going to really make you hit hard. Northern Storm with Balorgs, with Oak Fathers, and Essence. When you consume that green ball, you're 10% more. So you're hitting ridiculous hard. Like ridiculous. People will not be able to stand in that Northern Storm for very long. They will drop. I mean, you better have a fuckload of, tankiness to survive that. And then 1-piece Trainee. Balor shoulder, waist, stamina glyph. I know a lot of people like to use the try, but personally, I'm just bumping my stamina up, so that's why I use that. Then you have medium. So pretty much, let's go. Medium, heavy, 2-piece heavy, 3-piece medium with crit, medium with enhanced armor. The reason why I did that is just to get that little extra tankiness. But you could go more crit if you feel like that's, in pin, should I say. You could go more in pin if you want. And then try on the shoes with in pin. And then we got Oak Fathers with 174. Now, there's another way you can get your thing. You could do recovery, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just keep the Swift. 174, you definitely like the Bloodthirsty. And then, try Magicka, Stamina, Health, Recovery, Infused. This build is, you want to talk about a ridiculous strong build, and then, like I said, you lay this thing on the ground and you fight, like when you're in a tower and you lay this and you're in here, like, and you could spam this a little bit too. And like, so when, let's say I'm kiting around a tower, I do this, right? And I'm running around this, or, for instance, like, let's say you're going to go here and you're just like running around. You could pretty much, survive almost anything. Like, it's insane because, most of the time you're fighting people. You're in this, you're reducing their damage, everything. It's really a slept on skill. But like I said, even when you pop, thing, your recoveries, 961, 1,040, but you get more recoveries with some of the champion points. So, we can go in the champion points. Now, I still ran Raster's Arm, Deadly, Ironclad, Untamed Aggression. I think those are the best. For the yellow, Sustained by Suffering. You get a little bit more max, more recoveries. Pain Refuge, which really helps, reduces your damage taken. So that really helps. Survival Instinct. Your skills cost less, and celerity because you got to move fast. And this, I'm still working on it, but these are the 3. I need to redo so I can get this one, but it's just a green tree. I'm not worried about it. So yeah, I'm gonna be streaming this build today, just so you guys can see this live in action. Okay. Now, obviously, I don't have gameplays to my builds, but that's because I live stream and you could see them live. Gameplays. I got a bunch of gameplays. You guys can go back to my streams. You can see that I destroy. I got clips on top of clips on top of clips, but that's why I live stream and incentivize people to come actually see my builds live instead of just doing some clips that not necessarily the greatest, because one thing is you could do a bunch of clips, but really, is that how it played out? You know what I mean? So I like to do live streaming. Clips are cool. Occasionally I'll put it together, but right now, like I'm saying, this has got to be. It is so tough to say what build I like. You know, it really is tough because there's so many builds that I like that it kind of blows my mind that I didn't think about this build soon enough. And you know, realistically, Mark of Majesty, you could go Death Dealer's Fate or even Saint Seducer. I mean, because you're so tanky and you hit so hard that it's actually ridiculous on how hard you hit. I don't know if I can just give you guys a little demonstration. And like, you really don't have a struggle, you know, with sustain at all, in my opinion. The sustain is because realistically, you get your green, you know, and then, you know, 15,000 without anything else. I mean, y- you really begin to hit hard because, you know, you get the passive from that, so then you get your damage up a little bit more, and the back bar is going to be your essence, and which is really easy to proc. Essence is probably one of the easiest things I've ever proc. So once you switch, you know, you get it, you're healing, you switch to the front bar, and I mean, shit gets erased. It gets erased quickly. So this has got to be my favorite build of all time as of right now. I can't say that because there's a couple other builds, but this is definitely Hulk Smash. Um, this is a great build. Like, you guys will definitely enjoy this. If you have, trust me. Oh, and I'm also Orc. I don't know if I said that, which I should have, but I'm Orc. So you guys will truly, truly, truly enjoy this build. And I think that any character will work for this, but when you guys see this live, you're gonna go, "Whoa, that is a strong, strong, hard hitting, unkillable build." It's actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you like I said, you can get your dizzy up to like 16. Like, I would say the most I've seen was 18-2 because, you know, I had the sets and I had the proc and then all the things, so it was like 17, 18. It's a real hard hitting build, so I definitely appreciate the support. You know, I'll be live streaming today, and alrighty, guys. Well, take it easy. Out.